Yo, what's good, YouTube? I'm back with the NNDL Season 8. We've got our Week 6 match. We're facing off against our good buddy Noodle, um, coach of the Toronto Star Raptors. So, Week 6, my opponent has 9 Pokemon. He's got the, I actually forgot the Spectrier. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. He's got the Galare Darmanitan, Garchomp, the Mega Venusaur, Skarmory, Rotom Heat, Milotic, the Why and the Sock. Anyways, I think my opponent's gonna bring the first 6 Pokemon. I think the Venusaur and the Milotic could be swapped, or Milotic in any of the 3 last Pokemon, I suppose. I do think he has to bring the Skarmory, though, for my Mega Alakazam, so perhaps not Skarmory. Um, so, looking at a squad, the Ghost was new to me, right? So it's got a really cool ability where basically it gets a kill and it gets a special attack boost, which is really awesome. And the Darmanitan Galarian form is super powerful ice type attack, or ice type Pokemon just hits like a truck, just like Darmanitan did. And Garchomp's always a beast, and then Mega Venusaur might be one of the most annoying Pokemon I've ever faced, as well as Skarmory, and then Rotom Heat just matches up really well against my team, being able to spam Thunderbolt if I don't bring Nidoqueen, which I chose not to. Like I said, I'll have to play around that, and then there was the possibility that he brings the Milotic over the Rotom Heat, and if anything from the first 6 were not going to come, it would be the Rotom Heat and probably Milotic in its place, in my opinion. Anyways, so the Garchomp could be a bulky variant for my Infernape. I can't run Hidden Power Ice or anything like that, so I can't really hit it that hard, and it's just naturally bulky. Nice big fat dragon. And it's actually pretty good against things like Nidoqueen, the Kling Clang, even being able to neutrally hit things like Serena and Mandibuzz, and even the Suicune. It could be offensive, could be bulky, could be Swords Dance, Scale Shot, all kinds of different things. Scale Shot is really cool. I'm a big fan. Let's see. I've chosen to bring the Clefable, Suicune, Mega Alakazam, Infernape, Mandibuzz, and the Serena, leaving the Nidoqueen, Tauros, Kling Kling, and the Munchlax on the bench, and bringing Moonblast, Wish Protect, and packing the Flamethrower so that I can hit the Mega Venusaur before it Megas, as well as the Skarmory. So, Wish Protect is pretty much for just Clefable in this matchup, specifically for like a Swords Dance Garchomp or like a Spam and Darmanitan that's not like Choice Band. If it's not Choice Band, it's not that bad. I can deal with it a lot better, but I do have Suicune to switch into that thing pretty much every time, and I got Leftovers Protect to try to recover back what U-turn damage I'll take, and then I've got Scald and Toxic for the rest of his team, as well as Ice Beam. So the Toxic Protect is there for the Why Not and the Skarmory, or excuse me, not the Skarmory, but the Milotic, and Scald pretty much hits the rest of his team. And the Ice Beam's a nice fast way so that Garchomp can't like set up a Swords Dance on me and then proceed to Earthquake me. I can do a lot more with Ice Beam than Scald. Mega Alakazam set to outpace his fastest Pokemon, obviously. Got max special attack with quite a bit of HP investment with Psychic, Taunt, Recover, and Future Sight. So I decided to bring Mono Psychic because his Pokemon that resist Psychic are the Skarmory and the Why Not, and then pretty much everything else gets bopped, and then I can just taunt those, prevent them from recovering. I have my own recover, so if the Skarmory can't 2-hit KO me, then I'll be fine. If the Why Not can't counter or encore or mirror coat, I should survive the struggles. And then future sight, just for like circumstantial things, situational things, where I come in, I know getting damage off on something like Skarmory is not ideal, so I just taunt it maybe, then future sight, then perhaps recover and hard switch or something, I'm not sure. But I can get a future sight off, forcing things like Mega Venusaur out and things like that. So should be nice for me. Infernape, I got the Sash with Fire Blast and Focus Blast again. I will land one eventually. And I've got the U-turn and Stealth Rock. So this is my Stealth Rocker. Pretty much can Stealth Rock up on the Darmanitan, perhaps the Skarmory. Can maybe force a switch, force him into something like the Why Not, the Milotic, or just any of his switch-ins, and then U-turn out into something better for me. Focus Blast from my max special attack. Infernape will actually do quite a bit of damage to most of his team, besides perhaps like a bulky Garchomp and a bulky Milotic. But like I said, I can just U-turn out on those or get my rocks up. I got the Mana Buzz, Leftovers, Taunt, Foul Play, Brave Bird, and Roost. Careful Nature, it's my Mega Venusaur switch in, and it can tank at least one hit from pretty much every Pokemon on his team. So that's really nice for me. It's really nice to have a Ghost type, or excuse me, a Dark type to switch into his Spectre. Really nice for me. So last we got the Serena. And this is another reason that Mana Buzz is so important, is because Venusaur becomes a bigger issue, that I'm bringing Clefable, Suicune, and Serena. So bringing Mana Buzz is really nice for me, and a Spadef variant at that helps me keep Mega Venusaur in semi-check, despite having some decently offensive pressure. That thing is a problem for my walls. So we got U-turn, Drop Kick, Synthesis, and the Aromatherapy, and pretty much max HP, max defense. So if he's like a Choice Band or a Life Orb, Earthquake, and my Clefable switches in, it's not going to like that, so I can hard switch into my Serena, and then U-turn out from there and see where it goes. So that's pretty much that it. We're going to hop into the battle. Here we are with the battle, and my opponent actually chooses to bring, doesn't choose to bring the Ghost, so that's really awesome for me. It takes a lot of pressure off of Mana Buzz, and he does bring the Mega Venusaur, so that allows my Mana Buzz to be specifically for that bad boy. and semi for the Why Not, I guess, because I'm going to always try to U-turn out and try to stay into Pokemon that can U-turn out on that bad boy, so I don't have to face it head on. So I'm going to lead off with my Infernape. If he leads off with his Garchomp, I have quite a few switches. I am predicting him to lead off with his Darmanitan, the Galarian form. So I'm going to lead off with my Infernape, and he actually leads off with his Rotom Heat. And I go for the Focus Blast, and I miss, and he brings me down to my Sash. So that's super unfortunate. Focus Blast, based on the Thunderbolt damage, he's offensive to bring me to my Sash, and that means Focus Blast would have did probably over half. So I'm going to click Focus Blast again to get damage on this. This thing's a pretty big threat, so I'd like to put it in range to where if it switches in on Suicune, it dies to Scald, and it just drops to Mega Alakazam as well. And it could possibly be locked into this Choice Specs lock. So I'm going to go for the Focus Blast again. I do land, and as you're going to see, it does 55%. I mean, if I land the first one, he's either forced to switch or the Rotom drops. So I would have had my Sash broken, but I would have still been active at 1%, and this Rotom would either be fainted or something else would have taken a Focus Blast. And his Garchomp the Galarian, Darmanitan, and the Skarmory wouldn't have liked it, and the Skarmory specifically would have dropped to the following flamethrower, and if the Darmanitan isn't scarfed, then it would be dropped with the following flamethrower as well. The Wynot would be U-turned on, and the Garchomp would be hard switched out. So, and the Mega Venusaur would also be hard switched out. So really unfortunate for me on turn one to miss a Focus Blast, but it is Focus Miss. So I guess that's okay. I go into my Serena knowing he's locked into that, probably based on the damage, probably specs. I U-turn out as he brings in the Mega Venusaur, bringing my Mega Alakazam and fire off a Psychic as he goes out into Skarmory, and it does quite a bit of damage, as you see. So that's pretty nice for me. I'm not gonna have to hard switch soon or anything like that. So I can just test the water here and go for a taunt. See what he wants to go for. He actually goes for the pursuit, and it does 26%. So it would have did over half if I did switch, which is pretty cool. And I go for the Psychic there. Goes for the Iron Head. Does a little bit more, so I'm going to be forced to recover up. But he's taunted, so he can't recover himself. So I'm gonna, and he got a special defense drop. So that's pretty nice for me. I'm going to be doing almost half with my attacks, where his attacks are doing less than 40%. So now I can just keep recovering up. I'm going to try to get back to full, see if he wants to maybe recover or just keep attacking. That's fine by me. I can probably knock him out right here, but I want to be at full. And he actually goes for the roost the turn I try to get to full. So a little bit unfortunate for me. I'm going to be able to 2-hit KO him from this range if it weren't for the leftovers. So it puts him just out of range. I don't think I did over 46 or 47%. So I'm just going to choose to recover back up to full again. And he's going to go for the pursuit. I guess not wanting to use all of his Iron Heads, but I am going to attack here now that I'm back at 47% and can switch out on whatever he brings in besides the why not. So he brings in the Darmanitan. I immediately go into my Suicune because that's my switch in. That's my switch in, man. Big fat water type. So he's gonna bring in the Rotom here. I'm just gonna click Protect, see what he wants to go for, and he goes for the Volt Switch. So a little bit problematic for me, but I am just gonna be able to go into my Serena here, let him Volt Switch out, and get momentum back on me. That's so frustrating. He's going to bring in his Why Not though instead of his Darmanitan, so I'm going to be able to just U-turn out on this bad boy and go back into my Mana Buzz as he goes for the counter. So it does quite a bit of damage. It does a lot more than I thought it would do for whatever reason. I guess I forgot what counter does, but I'm just going to Roost up. He's going to Encore me into Roost, which is fine because I'm just going to keep roosting. And then he goes hard out into his Rotom, so this thing's a problem again. I'm just going to go out into my Serena once again. I don't think he's going to go for a fire type attack, and he goes straight for the Thunderbolt, so that's really good for me. I could synthesis up, but I do just want to get momentum back with my Mega Alakazam. I'm just going to go straight for the Psychic and see what he wants to do as he just stays in and drop him with the Psychic, so that's really great for me. He brings this thing in again, and at this point, I'm going to assume that he's 100% Choice Scarfed. He's not doing Choice Band damage. He didn't reveal Life Orb or any other item yet, so I'm going to assume he's Choice Scarfed because he keeps bringing it in the U-turn. So he goes back out to the Rotom and reveals Volt Switch on my Protect. I go back out into my Serena, and he goes back out into his Darmanitan. So, little cat and mouse here. He's keeping the lead, but for some reason he goes into his Garchomp, and then doubles into his Rotom. I guess he was predicting me to go out into my Mandibuzz, and I got him there with that one. So that's really good for me. He reveals the Volt Switch, and I know I'm going to be able to take one, even if he is Specs, and he does reveal what looks to be Specs damage. And I go for the Wish, and he goes into the Why Not, which is a little bit unfortunate for me. I'm just going to click Moonblast. He's going to be forced to Encore me first, which means I'm going to be able to 2-hit KO him at this point. Before he can 2-hit KO me with the Mirror Coat, which is really nice for me. I wish I had back Knockoff, since Skarmory and Venusaur didn't become a problem for this bad boy. Knockoff would have been awesome there, and he wouldn't have been able to Mirror Coat me. But I do get rid of him. He brings in the Rotom again, and this thing's going to be able to 2-hit KO me with the Thunderbolt here, which is really unfortunate for me. But what I can do is just go into my Mega Alakazam here. I know he's choice spec, so I will outspeed and knock him out. And he chooses to go into Garchomp, and he does 55%. So I do the calculations, and the calcs say that he's got to be very, very bulky for my modest special attack, max special attack, excuse me, Mega Alakazam to only do 55%. So I'm just going to go for the Psychic again, expecting him to be a bulkier variant and not speedy and offensive, and especially not Choice Scarf. He goes back into the Darmanitan, and I'm just going to go back into my Suicune every time. And then he's going to have to lock himself into a move here, and it's going to be Volt Switches, which is really nice for him, actually, because what I'm going to do is going to be forced out into my Clefable or my Alakazam, and he's going to be able to Volt Switch out on me. But I do survive, and I'm protecting here, and I thought about double protecting here because he went for the U-turn, or even hard switching out. I could have even hard switched out there to make this a harder play for him. So yeah, what I should have done there is hard switch out as he went for the U-turn. I should have went into my Suicune to force him to attack here, and then I could have hard switched back out into Clefable to sack off to the attack here, because while he could have Sucker Punch, I revealed Recover earlier in the match, which I could also click here and survive any one hit. And so I'm just going to click an attack here, and he does just attack me with the Sucker Punch, and he gets a crit, which he says matters, which I'm not sure if it does or not, but it is really unfortunate. Here, he goes for the Icicle Crash. He is Choice Scarfed. I would have survived one, and would have gotten the attack off there, and would have gotten the second foul play off to knock out there. And this thing would have come in, it would have knocked out my Mana Buzz, but only after taking a foul play because I'm faster. So I'm faster. So what would have then happened would be, after he 2-hit KO'd me, I would have got damage off on him first. And he would have been in range of Suicune Scald, and I would have knocked him out anyway. So my Suicune was as fast as my Mana Buzz, which is really good for me, because I think it takes away value on the miss that he had, and puts more value on the miss that I had, and the crit that knocked out my Mega Alakazam, if it did matter, which I don't know if it did. But yeah, that's going to be week number 6. We're going to come out with a narrow 2-0 victory in week 6 to move to 4-2. So yeah, got a lot of catching up to do. But that's gonna be what did I say? Week 6, and we're gonna be moving into week 7 against, I forget, but we'll be back with week 7 for sure, and the rest of the season. Excuse me. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.